Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWC.
I'm Fred Wild.
Today, we'll bring you horror stories today. Brought to you by your buddy, my buddy, Fred Y.
Yeah.
What happened this time, Fred?
Thank you. All right, so I recently visited Florida, and you know when you go to Florida, you want to go to an amusement park,
Right.
and the ticket sales are ridiculous.
Correct.
So you find some way to cut your costs, and you go to these timeshare presentations where they either give you some money or they give you discounted tickets for various parks.
Okay.
So I've been to a timeshare presentation. This is probably my third time doing this, and all of them have been hard. The first one was actually good because I smoked weed with the dude. He was driving me around the celebration in Florida and showing me. And then, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't there. I wish I would have got him when I went down there. But this is the West Lakes or the West Gates Resort in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
Actually, we were staying there, but to get the tickets, we had to pretend like we weren't staying there. But it was a pretty good resort, you know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. Everybody, if you've been to Florida and you try to get discounted tickets, you know about these timeshare presentations, okay? So the timeshare presentation always starts off where we're going to give you this wonderful breakfast, right? And then we're going to take you around the facility. And then if you don't want the timeshare, we're going to sit down and talk to you. You don't have to take it. And it's only going to take you, what do you say, 90 minutes or an hour or something like that. I think it was about an hour, he said. It wasn't 90 minutes. It was about an hour. Okay. So the breakfast consisted of some greasy, nasty sausage and like some horse food, like oats and grains cereals, and the Danish. No, we didn't even have Danishes. We had like some dry bread, and where we was eating at, it was the place where everybody was sitting down eating their little nasty breakfast, and then across the hall was where where the drinks was at. So you had to get up out your seat while you're eating this nasty, greasy breakfast, and go to the next room across the hall to get something to drink. And they didn't have that many options to drink as well. Okay, so the guy is telling me about the presentation while we're sitting down there eating. I'm thinking he was going to let us eat, and then he was going to talk about this result.
Talking the whole time.
But he started going in the gate, and I'm looking at him, and I'm just eating my food, and he comes to me and he says, a lot of people are not into this. But only thing you have to do is just listen. I'm just doing my job. He knew I wasn't into this thing. He knew I was like, oh man, just give me these tickets so I can go. All right. So he took us around the facility and showed us and everything. And then we went inside. And then he was crunching down the numbers, right? And I was telling him, politely, no, don't want it, can't afford it. Well, how many times do you go on vacation, blah, blah, blah. And that's how they get you. Those questions that they ask you.
Those open-ended questions.
Before you get to the final stage of this presentation, they're going to use that against you. Because we say, we like to travel a lot, And he could not get a sale from us. So then he brought his boss. Now, it was a slick cat. I applauded because he was good. It was this New Jersey cat or this New York cat. And he was basically trying to bully me or to get in this timeshare, like, well, you travel so much, well, you can save your money, and then you can, all that money that you use in gas, driving, all that other stuff, that can go into your timeshare. And I was like, well, no, I really can't afford it right now, even though I do travel. Traveling is not a necessity. I can hold off on it because I got plans. I'm going to be down here anyway, so I don't need to do all this stuff up. This guy held us up for about 2 hours, man. We kept saying no, no, and he was finding every excuse in the book to still constantly tell us that this timeshare is beneficial to you. You need to get it, and I'm like, I felt like I was getting raped at that point because I kept saying no, and I felt like like he was just forcing me to do some stuff that I did not want to do. I'm like, stranger danger. Don't touch me there. You know what I'm saying? I was just so ticked off. And I was getting to my boiling point. And then he just finally gave up. Because I'm telling him, I was like, look, X, Y, Z. And I'm getting animated. I'm not trying to get over that because I still need these tickets. You know what I'm saying? If it was a case where we was just doing that on a whim, just to get some free breakfast after we already ate, I would have spazzed out on this dude, man. But I wanted these tickets, so I had to keep the peace. And it was so hard for me because I amp up in a matter of minutes. I'm trying to tell you. But if you've been through a timeshare presentation, you already know what to expect.
Yep.
Just hold your guns, say no, keep saying no, just keep saying no. Just prepare to spend about 2 hours of your time.
Saying no.
Don't go to the park that day because you're going to be real ticked off, especially if you go to Universal Studios. Now it stays open till 10 o'clock. It opens at 9. You're going to miss about like 3 hours of park time. And when I do parks, I want to get in when they open and I want to leave when they close. So you're going to have to get your tickets. Go to the Lighthouse Lobster Fest and eat all your lobsters that you want to. All you can eat lobsters. That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Love lobsters, by the way. By the time I'm going back down there in October. I'm gonna try to see if I can do a review of this place. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get a discount on the ticket. You know what I'm saying? But I want to do a review of that place. But we're talking about timeshare presentations.
Got really excited.
Yeah, I love lobsters. What can I say? That's what I'm going to Maine for. I'm going to Maine just for lobsters. That's it. Not to look at a building, not to ride on anything, not to fight through the snow. I just want to go in there, get some lobsters, and then call it a day. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we talk about timeshare. We got on lobsters. I love lobsters. I give lobsters a
5 out of 5.
Now I'm gonna give lobsters a 10 out of 2 5s. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break the scale on that. But hey, timeshare presentations, man. Hold your guns. Say no, say no, say no. And if you start to hurt in your lower area in the back, that means that they're giving it to you real good. You just gotta push them off and tell them, no, stop, I don't want no more. I'm done. I'm off the table. But they are treacherous. Have you ever been on a timeshare?
Well, my folks have.
Man, they are relentless.
It's rough. Their job is to make you say yes.
I give that dude a props for forcing us to try to get that timeshare, but man, no. I don't want it. I don't want it. Because a timeshare, I really can't explain it because I don't own one. Mm-hmm. If you own a timeshare, please comment and tell us how it works. But you still have to pay money for the timeshare, even though they're yours. Mm-hmm. That's why they're trying to say you buy it, but you still have to pay maintenance fee every year. And you could go a whole year without using it, but you still got to pay a maintenance fee for it and all this other stuff. And you can't get it when you want it. If you want to just hop up one day, if you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's like, okay, I want to go to Florida. Mm-hmm. You just can't go to Florida and go in your timeshare and do that. You have to call, make brother. Oh, it's booked. Oh, it's booked. I can't. Nah, man. Look, I want to just be able to go, bam, I'm there. That's it. But a timeshare for me wouldn't be beneficial until, I get famous and stuff and I got to sleep here and there and there. Then no. A timeshare still is not going to be beneficial for me.
All right. So no timeshares yet. All right. Like always, you guys can hit us up at thegameshow@gmail.com. That's the Game Show with an A. If you want to leave any comments about this video or any other videos.
All right, please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our SteamWest community and our website community where you get free stuff. We'll see you next time on WWTF.
Welcome back.
The Gaming Show.
See you guys next time. Keep on watching.